Hey everybody, welcome back to today's video. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe in the bottom of this video and hit the bell next to it so you get notified every time that I upload. I do upload 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 5 p.m. Eastern time. So today I'm going to be reviewing the new Morphe holiday collection. So if you're interested in my thoughts and some swatches, go ahead and keep watching. All right, so the first thing that I do want to show you, it's not the holiday collection. I wonder if it's like something they do all the time or if it was just something they did for the Black Friday sale. I'm not sure. You'd have to go online to take a look. But this is called the Triple Threat Set. It was $20. I have my handy paper over here telling you my prices for everything. You get the setting spray, which I am in love with. It's my favorite setting spray besides Urban Decay All Nighter. And then you get the Highlight and Contour Beauty Sponge, which I actually didn't like this. It is a little bit more stiff than I really prefer. It's a lot more stiff than the Beauty Blender. I don't like the shape. I thought I was gonna really like that like sharp edge to get like right here on my nose and underneath my eye, but it wound up just being way too big for my eye, where like the Beauty Blender tip is just real small so I can get it in there. So that one I'll probably be giving away to a sibling or somebody. I'm just not really a fan. And then I have the Morphe Eyelid Primer, translucent. I haven't tried that yet, so I can't really tell you how I feel about that one. But if you want to go ahead and leave a comment below, I can maybe do like a whole review on my favorite things or my dislikes from Morphe and their tools, like their brushes and stuff like that. So moving into the actual holiday collection, the first thing I'm going to go over is the eyeshadow palettes. So you get 2 15 pan palettes and 1 9. The 9 is $12 and the 15 is $16. So I really think that you're getting more for your money if you do the 15 rather than the 9. It's $4 more. So the holiday collection came in like this really pretty red and black packaging. That was upside down. So it's your basic Morphe red and black. So I don't really feel like it stands out holiday wise, but I do really like it. I think it adds a little pop, and I love like the little shimmer and metallic part of it. And then on the back, it kind of tells you what each one is. So it looks like the 15T is called Your True Selfie. I like to just call them their numbers because it's easier to find them that way online. And then the 15S is, I believe, Social Butterfly. So let's get into the palettes. So the first one I'm going to talk about is actually the 15T. The reason I had an issue with this one is because Morphe had a recent launch of their 35M palette. And if you take a look on their website, this is remarkably close to the 35M. It's just a little bit smaller. Now these are really pretty colors, a very warm tone palette with that pop of green. I love that green, and I love this orange, hashtag Morphe Babe. It's a really pretty color, and I do like the hashtag blend the rules. They work out really well. I haven't really used this palette too much, just swatched it, and I will go ahead and I'll put the swatches in this video for you. Another issue that I'm kind of having is all of these kind of brown shades. I know that it's a warm tone palette, but I really feel like they could have put different colors in there to make this palette stand out a little bit more. I do love a good brown, a good transition color, but really I don't think I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 or 6 of them. So this one, I think if you have a Morphe palette, you probably have most of these colors. So this one I would do as a pass. The formula is great. They're just a little fallout on some of the shadows, but they're easy to use, very blendable, and these are not patchy at all. Moving on to the next eyeshadow palette, the 15S. Now this is the one that I used to do my eye look today, and I absolutely adored working with this palette. I'm also going to add some swatches of this palette on my arm into this video for you. So the ones that I use today are going to be hashtag besties, hashtag influencer, and hashtag latergram. The only issue that I had with this palette was the hashtag influencer was just a little bit patchy when I was working with it. So I had to kind of go over it a couple of times. But you'll kind of get that when you get the reds, the pinks, and the brighter colors, reds, pinks, and purples. They're a little bit patchy because of the pigment. It's kind of hard to work with them. However, the pink I had no issue with. It went on like a dream. It's very pigmented on my eyes. It looks amazing with the purple. And I also love hashtag babe. It's like a shimmery pink and purple. And then you have this hashtag fame game. And then hashtag meme girls, which is a very cool tone, like green with a little bit of gray in there. And then hashtag squad goals is like a duochrome green purple shade. If I had to choose between the two, I would definitely go with this palette because I think you're going to get more looks out of it. It's definitely not 6 shades of brown. So I love the pops of color. I love that you have the darker ones. You have the champagne color right here. So if you really want to just go basic and not too crazy, you can. You have the maroon. You have the matte black, of course, that can go in your corner or in your crease to smoke that eye out. I think that for $16, these palettes are really amazing. They're pretty easy to work with. With Morphe, it's kind of like a hit and miss for me. You never know if you're going to get like a really good palette for the price or you're going to get the palette that price is probably for. I do like the case that they come in. It's very nice and sturdy. I wish that the Jaclyn Hill and the James Charles palette came in that case, just because if I wanted to take them to travel, because they are cardboard, they're easily snapped and I would cry. I think though, if you have the 35B or the James Charles palette, this palette is really not going to be necessary for you. I do have the James Charles palette. I also have the Jaclyn Hill palette, which has those purples and those greens, and his has the purples and the pinks. So, and then the 35B I unfortunately do not have, and it is no longer available. So I will probably never have it, but it is a beautiful palette and has beautiful pops of rainbow color. So if you have that one, you could probably pass on this. I think that they're good palettes. The 15T, I really kind of am a little skeptical about how Morphe did that because it is so similar to the 35M. So it's like all you did was really make a miniature palette and sell it as a new product. So let's go into the smaller palette. This one is only sold at Ulta. It's not sold on Morphe's website. So you get 9 shades, and what do you know? What does that remind you of? Oh, it reminds you of the 15T. So it basically looks like the baby palette of the 35M. So if you're getting this one, you do not need this one. If you're getting this one, you probably don't need this one. If you have the 35M, you probably don't need either of them. So I really have to say that I'm kind of irritated with Morphe when it comes to that, because like these oranges look the same. The greens are very similar. I mean, the browns are spot on. And so hashtag relationship goals and hashtag private room. Let's swatch those and see how similar they are, because I have not swatched. This is relationship goals. And then I'll go ahead and put this up here so you can see that I am swatching out of the smaller one. And this one is private room. So we have private room and relationship goals. They are identical. So unless their plan was to make like a mini palette of this bigger one, it kind of upset me because it's like they just changed the name of it, which I've actually heard is a thing that Morphe has done before. So I'm going to go into Morphe Babe in the bigger 15T and into Hot and Crowded into the 9N. So then this one is Hot and Crowded, and then this one is hashtag Morphe Babe. Morphe Babe is a little bit lighter, just a little bit, than Hot and Crowded. So again, if you're getting one, you don't need the other. If you have the 35M palette, you basically have both of these. So this is definitely a no-go for me, and I really think that Morphe is wasting their customers' money by doing this unless it was intentional to give someone a smaller option if they don't want such a big palette. But I really do not think that that is the way that they were going. So the next item that I got really excited about, and I also used on my eye today, are the Metallic Heat cream eyeshadows. Are they technically cream? Yeah, well, they're cream. There was another set that I did not get, and it was glitter ones, really glitter. Like, this is kind of shimmery, but these were like chunkier glitter, and I'm just not a fan of them. I also did not get the liquid eyeliner that came with the collection, the brush set, or it's like a lip kit. Like, it came with a liquid lipstick, a lipstick, and a lip gloss, and maybe a lip liner. I didn't get those. So one, I'm not really a big fan of Morphe lip products. It's just not something that I really care for. So I didn't get that. The brush set, every time I get a brush set from Morphe, they wind up being crap brushes. So I just would prefer to buy them individually. And I really do like a lot of their brushes, just not the brush sets. So I won't ever buy them. They're just too expensive and I wind up hating them. And I just won't recommend them to you guys. If you're interested in like my favorite products or my favorite tools from Morphe, go ahead and comment below and I will go ahead and make a video for that to let you know my favorite brushes from them, because they're pretty decent priced and they work pretty well for the price that you're paying for them. So, and as for the liquid liner in the collection that I didn't get, I just don't really do winged liner. So the 16 other liquid liners I have are basically useless, so I didn't buy that. So you get 3 in the set. This one is, I believe it is Metallic Heat. So they are a liquid eyeshadow. You put them on your eyes and they dry down like a metallic and they're so pretty. The only problem that I had was when they dry, they're very sticky. I'm not talking like, oh, it's a little tacky. I'm talking like I'm like this, trying to get my eyes from sticking to each other. I actually used the champagne gold one and it is Flare. So we have Flare, Fuego, yep, and then Ignite. All 3. They're very shimmery. They're easy to work with. I didn't have any trouble working with them. I'll show you the applicator that it actually comes with. So it's like this big. It's pretty small, but I mean, I don't use it all the time, so it'll last me forever. And it's just your regular doe foot applicator. So it is really, really easy to apply. You can let it dry down a little and then add a little bit more, but it did give a beautiful pop to this eye look. So I would definitely recommend these. They were also $12. As for the glitter ones, I'm not a fan. So you'll have to check those out and let me know below if you like them or not. So on to the next item is the Morphe 8S. This is the High Impact Highlighter Palette. It comes with 8 highlighters, you guessed it, in the pan. They're pretty decent sized highlighters, I would say. Some of them are a little bit crazy. You have a purple here, a gold, a bronze gold, and a darker bronze gold, which I really like because for darker skin tones, this is going to be really fantastic, these shades over here. Now, the only thing that I have to say is that they swatch on my fingers very nicely, but when I swatch them on my hand, they're not as like pigmented and as wow. Now I did use, I think it's Galactic on my cheeks today, and it's nice. It's just not that bam highlighter that I usually live for. So if you look, it's just a little shimmer, nothing crazy. And then we'll do the next row, which is Aurora, Trance, Big Bang, and Mirage. Now, Big Bang is like gold. So that's going to look really beautiful on darker skin tones or like an eyeshadow. So those are the ones you have. They're not, I don't think they're terrible. They're just not as pigmented of highlighters as I would like. This one was $25, which I think is a bit pricey for Morphe in general, for one. For two, the fact that they're not really colors that most people are going to wear on a regular basis. And for three, they're not as good of a quality and the formula is kind of just meh. They're more cream to powder finish, but they don't give that big wow. So if you like like a more laid back, you know, glow from within kind of thing, you might like this. But for $25, I wouldn't buy it, just because the quality of the product isn't up to what I like. So now comes the last but my favorite thing. So they are the Molten Magic 12-piece lip topper collection. So I'm a big lipstick person. If you ask me, my favorite makeup item is, hands down, gonna be lipstick. Absolutely love lipstick. I'm not a big fan of gloss, but I do love lip toppers. I think it was Rihanna who came out with her lip toppers, and ever since then I'm just like, I love these because they're not sticky like a lip gloss, but they have that glitter and that glim that just kind of give your lips like a juicier, more hate to say this word, but moist look. So let's look at and you get 12 of them. They are the same size as the eyeshadows. They're $29, but you get 12. So let's look at the first 5. They came in wrapped up, but I used them today. I used this one, which is Hypnotized, on my lips today. Sometimes I'll put lipstick underneath them, sometimes just a liner, and then other times when I'm just doing like a quick thing, I just do them over my regular lips. So here are the first sets, and I'll go ahead and I will swatch them for you. So we have Bewitched, which is a ruby red one, which I cannot wait to wear on its own. Then we have Fortune Teller, which I'm not really sure what any of these have to do with Christmas now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. It sounds like Halloween. Okay. And Mind Reader. Okay. And the Fortune Teller was like a pink with gold reflex underneath. This one is like a bronzy gold, the Mind Teller, a bronzy gold color. And then Seance. Okay, this is really definitely not a Christmas themed lip topper. I don't understand. I never looked at the names until right now. But for a holiday collection, it's kind of weird that they have Halloween names, but that's okay. Jinx. And maybe it just wasn't all for Christmas. Maybe it was holiday, as in Thanksgiving, Halloween, this entire time of the year. And then Hypnotized. And then I'll go ahead and show you those, and then I'll show you the other 6. So here they are. They're very shiny, and some of them are more pigmented than the others. I think some are supposed to just be either like a glossy look or like a just like a by itself kind of thing, or over like a nude. But it has those reflects of shimmer, and I think they're absolutely stunning. I really want to wear a Seance, and I believe this one is Bewitched. I can't wait to wear them. They're so beautiful. I get really excited about lip products, so if you like lip products like I do, let me know below, because I am obsessed. Okay, let's go into the next 6 of them. So I have Alchemy, which is, ooh, so it's like a duochrome, like a yellowish. It looks yellow. It looks yellow, but when you move it, it reflects pink. And that's one of the things that I love about these, is like in one light, I could be looking like I'm wearing like these pink, beautiful lips. And then in another light, they look like gold and metallic. I love them. I know, I'm crazy, but I do. Mesmerize. I think my last video with the Laura Lee stuff, my favorite thing was the lips too. Which, by the way, I tried the other colors. I love them. Like, they did not let me down. And this one is Charm, which is a clear, ooh, I thought it was clear, but it reflects yellow. That is fantastic. And then beguiling. I don't even know what that means. So, okay, we're gonna go with it. This one is just a pink with like, looks like silver reflex. And then last but not least, Enchanting, which is a beautiful, almost champagne gold and silver. Oh, these are so beautiful. Like, really, I just love them. So these are the ones that came wrapped by themselves, and the ones that I just showed you came wrapped by themselves. They're definitely not as pigmented, so they're hard to really see, but definitely shimmery and beautiful. They're gonna look good on top of you can do like a lip liner, whether it be nude or whatever color, or you can do it on top of a liquid lipstick. You could do a cream lipstick, but that might kind of like mix it up and make it look weird. Or what I like to do is by themselves. They're not tacky or sticky. They're just a creamy, beautiful feeling. You don't feel the glitter. One of the ones that I have, I think it is just an off brand, and it kind of leaves, like, once the actual like liquid part of it, like the glossy part of it is gone, it leaves like just specks of like glitter all over my mouth. I have worn these twice and they did not do that. It all transfers off instead of leaving like the dry glitter behind, which I really hate, because then I look like I just took glitter and went and then walked out the door. So that is it for the Morphe holiday collection. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Again, let me know below what part of the collection you have, you're getting, or you're not getting at all, and why. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.